Anyway, all these fake people, they came up to me, or fake life forms, they came up to me and they were like, and they're like, you can't stop us, blah blah blah. You're impure, imperfect. You can't do this. You can't do that. We're gonna do whatever we want anyway. There's nothing you can do about it. Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I really was that powerful, and I really am that old, or was that old, and nobody could stop me. I understood how the particles and physics, like I at one point in time, about 50 trillion years ago, or a billion, or a couple 100 trillion years ago, I understood about how every single thing in the universe worked. How everything. It was like 100 or 1,000 trillion years ago. I had unlocked and possibly even created the particles of the universe that everything functions on, that everything is made of. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, it was pretty weird. Anyway, I went through the universe and I found that there were some out there that were going to be truly a problem for everything and everyone. And I saw them in the future and I reached up, and there is no way, and they couldn't have known that I even existed. They didn't know I existed. Nothing even knew I existed. And I eliminated them. Anyway, rock on about 50 trillion years or so, and you find these people raping, killing, basically pretty much torturing, doing whatever they wanted, and laughing about it because everything else is so less powerful than they were. And well, there was something else in the universe, and that something else was me. Anyway, first they killed them, or killed a couple of them, and then a couple of other ones came after me. Um, these were truly horrible people that nobody would love or care about. And, they were not good people. They're not good life forms. Like I said, humanity or some other life forms had actually gotten to this point where, I don't know, like I said, I'm just talking about something that I did. And then later on, they wouldn't believe me. And so I just like, this doesn't even apply to 90% of the people out there, or 90% of life out there. I took care of the top 10%. There was 10% of life forms that were psychotically bad. They wanted to fool people. They wanted to lie to people. They could do whatever they want. They could torture people as long as they wanted, and they were. And I was like, no. Anyway, and then some 50 trillion years later, they realized who I was, or who I had been, or what I had been. They had finally figured it out, and I was like, yeah, well, I did it a long time ago in my existence. You can torture me as long as you wanted, but that day will still come, and I might be one of the ones, one of the reasons why you die. I was like, well, it's like this. Anyway, I forget exactly. It was a long time ago, and anyway, basically, I was the hero of existence, and nobody ever knew about. Um, But and I didn't tell anyone for 50 trillion years or 100 trillion years that I'd ever done this, like the cleaning of existence. And these things were going to kill everyone anyway, or do whatever they wanted. And anyway, and then later on, I basically just warned life forms and warned people and said, no, don't. It'll be bad. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I couldn't even stop me if I wanted to. And I wouldn't get my way either. And I'm not that person anymore, that life form anymore. Technically, that one eventually retired or died or something or whatever. Anyway, other people try to use me, try to abuse me, try to get me to punish people. It's like, no, no, no. I already picked. It's already done. Whoever those people are or life forms are, they're fucked. There ain't no stopping what I was, or who I was. I understood. Like I say, it's possible that the molecules in existence, it's possible that the molecules that we're all made of, I might have created them. at some ridiculous long time ago. Basically, there was a time when I realized existence at some insane time ago. I knew everything about existence. There wasn't anything I didn't know. And later on, lots of life forms hit me up. Lots of life forms that were powerful or sent by powerful things, and tick, 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 one by one they dropped, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't care. Even when I did it, I didn't care. It's just that, there were some things that were going to be a problem for me anyway, and a problem for everyone else, and I just figured, might as well. So, anyway, and then I warned them before they did it, and then they still did it anyway, or they did it worse, and oh well. Anyway. And technically, I was the hero of existence that nobody ever knew about. Like, I didn't care. Like, in fact, I didn't think anybody should know until I just warned a couple people, and they came after me, and were like, we're going to stop you. You're not going to do it. Nobody's going to support you. It's like, I probably created the molecules that we're all made of throughout existence. And, like, I don't really know. I mean, I created the Earth. I created 80 galaxies. I created a lot of stuff, and I didn't want my creations or what I was doing messed with. And somebody was messing with it. So I killed them and moved on. And then a bunch of other people came up to me, laughed at me, and did this and did that, and then they found out the hard way. It's like, whatever. Laugh all you want, cry all you want, beg all you want. There really wasn't any stopping me. And I'm not even me anymore. I'm just merely a person. Whatever I was ridiculous. And I was 50 trillion years ago. So, I'm just merely telling people about what I did or what I was before. Doesn't matter. Anyway. I didn't want my... Anyway, whatever. It's not even worth talking about now. Anyway, lots of people came up to me, tried to get it straight from the horse's mouth, or straight from me. It's like, well, and I don't think I told them. I said, you don't need to know. I'll tell you later. Anyway, I just dealt with some people, with some life forms. Anyway, doesn't even matter. Anyway, later on, I did other things, so. But, yeah, whatever. I mean, nobody could stop these people other than me, so I did. I mean, they were made of my particles. And they were just things that were made of what I had created, so I was like, well. That's a shame. Oh, well. I mean, I could have played with anyone, with anything. Only I didn't feel that playing with lesser life forms was actually a good idea. So anyway, whatever. A lot of life forms that played with others and lied to others and everything else and came to me and begged me and everything else, and I was like, get out of my way. Or just go away. Kill me, I don't care. Doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, I did a bunch of stuff that nobody knew about for 50 trillion years. And then they realized. So, whatever. Anyway, then they tried to do this, they tried to do that, and it's like,